I'm Chris Fox, and let's talk about doing content on the road. No, we're not talking about that. Let's talk about taking a field trip to New York City, because that's way more interesting. So for my day job, I'm a content marketer. Now, that can mean a number of different things, and a lot of people think that that might be kind of, again, selling your soul. Really what it comes down to is that I'm responsible for developing interesting content for the audience that my company is interested in reaching. But what that means more so is that I get to create, I just have to sit inside of a little box. But one of the most interesting things that I get to do as a content marketer is that I get to go out and visit my company's customers. Now, what this is they started out as almost like testimonials, but really what makes them more interesting is that our customers are making interesting things. And so I go out there, I talk to these people, I interview them, and then I get to discuss at the ground level what people are doing with my company's products. I recently got to take a field trip to New York. Incredibly cool, and just got to meet some really, really interesting people. Now, I'm from Wisconsin, so taking a field trip to New York can be a little nerve-wracking when, the largest city near me within like a 200-mile radius is roughly, 200,000 people? I don't know, whatever Madison is. It's something like that. I might be way off, but it's not nearly as many as are crammed onto any small square region of New York. We don't have subways. We barely have taxi cabs. Uber is, almost non-existent around here because it's not terribly profitable for the drivers. So it's one of those things that this place is new, this place is different, and is very interesting. It's also a photographer's dream because there is to photograph and video everywhere. One of my biggest concerns as a photographer and videographer in New York City was I'm carrying around an expensive camera, expensive lenses, and lots of expensive equipment. Am I going to get ripped off? I mean, I tell you, in fact, I even called my insurance agent before I left to make sure that I would be covered under my homeowner's insurance, to make sure that if my stuff got stolen, my ass would be covered and I'm not going to be out $6,000, $7,000 worth of equipment. It was covered, but completely unnecessary. It's amazing to see how many people are out there taking photos and taking video with nice cameras, not just the random tourist with their tchotchke little rinky-dink point-and-shoot camera or with their phones. My favorite is when you see people with giant tablets out there taking pictures. If you're one of those people, please tell me why. Tell me why it's more convenient to carry around a tablet than a cell phone. I'd be very interested to find out. New York is much safer than you might think it is. And I would highly recommend anybody, if you're going to go and you're going to take a camera, take the best camera you have, because there's so much to see and there's so much to video and so much to photo that it's worth it to take your camera. Now, granted, insure it and stay out of those risky neighborhoods. But really, if you're taking the subway around, you can do a little bit of internet research. You're much better off doing internet research, figuring out where you want to go, than you are doing internet research about where to or how to not get your camera stolen. Take it for what it is, but that was my experience. The city is fantastic, and the people that I met were pretty fantastic as well. So that's it. If you like what you've seen, hit that subscribe button, hit the little ring-a-ding bell right next to it, because that'll tell you when I'm coming out with new videos. And then, while you're down there, give me a thumbs up, maybe a comment, something like that. Helps make me feel good, and I hope that we can get some dialogue going. I would love to communicate with everybody that's out there and figure out what you want to see. B-roll. I gotta figure out a classy outro.